Hello there, you are welcome to my channel. My name is alamusolomon. I'm into the business of agriculture, and today I will tell you at least 10 agricultural business you can engage in to become a millionaire. One of the business you could engage in is fish farming. Fish farming is very lucrative. It is a business that entails a lot of water needed. It's a business you can do even from your backyard. Fish farming can be done in a process whereby you don't even engage in any form of fish farming. You can become a farm gate, you link a farm to a buyer, and you make profits from the sales. Another business you could engage in is vegetable farming. If you are in Nigeria, for example, you can plant okra, you can plant ugu, you can plant efo, you can plant ewedu. I will not be using any botanical name because I understand some of the audience are not having background in agriculture. That's why I'm using the common name which those in Nigeria or Africa are used to. Another business you could engage in agriculture is poultry. Poultry entails a lot of investments, except you intend to start small. But peradventure you intend to invest a lot in poultry farming, I will encourage you to get a consultant. Or you start small and you learn from your experience. Areas in poultry farming that could be very lucrative is broiler, which is essentially about getting meat. Another aspect is the point of lay, or what we call layers. That aspect is the one that essentially produces egg for at least 1.5 years. Peradventure, let's assume you have 10,000 birds. Every day you will be getting at least 75% of that number as eggs per day. The 75% for 10,000 is 7,500 eggs per day, and 10,000 birds is not a mean investment. You'll be spending a lot of millions to engage in that one. But another idea which you can engage in is, instead of investing in poultry, you can go to farms and buy and resell. You buy the eggs at a less cheaper cost and you reinvest it. When you reinvest it, it makes you to have little or no risk involved. Another area which you could go into is sales of frozen poultry birds. You can sell them to those in the hospitality sector, the hotels, the restaurant, and you can also sell them retailing from your own home. Another aspect of agriculture you could engage in to become a millionaire is consultancy. When you become a consultant in agriculture, but you need experience, because you can't be consulting for what you do not know, so that you will not be running foul of the agreement with your clients. Area you could make a lot of business in agriculture is the area of piggery. Pig farming is very lucrative. The pigs are prolific. What I mean that they are prolific is they produce a lot of offspring. The number of offspring a pig can produce is as minimal as 6 to 8 to as much as 12 to 14, depending on the breed. And if you don't want to engage in the labor aspect, I'm trying to emphasize to engage in agricultural business is not mandatory that you have to be on the farm. Sorry, I'm in a bush, so to say. I'm a farmer. Though I'm wearing tie. The reason why I'm wearing tie is I have to do some other things. And one of the things I want to do is I want to discuss with someone. But aside that, let's back to the business of what we are saying. Piggery is very lucrative. You can make millions from pigs, even as starting with as less than 10 pigs initially. Before the year runs out, you can make your million. But the thing is, you need initial capital investment for infrastructure. That is if you want to engage in the practical aspect. But if you don't want to engage, you can go to farms and buy. You buy per kilo, you try to add a little bit of value, you brand it and you sell. People will patronize you. A very good aspect that you can also do in agribusiness is the area of planting for cash crops. Some of the cash crops you can plant are oil palms, cashew, cocoa. Those are very good cash crops with good money. You could also decide to go into planting of things as banana, plantain, and you can make your money. If you are abroad, there's something we call microgreen. They are just little, within 10 days you could harvest them, little plants that are edible that you can be selling. Within 10 days you can sell depending on the volume and depending on your locality. Emphasize before you do any farm business that all you engage in entails you knowing the need in your locality, except you are thinking to export or thinking outside your locality. Another business I will tell you is rabbitry. Raising of rabbits is cheap, but initially you have to invest some money. There's no business you don't invest money. If you don't invest money, you have to invest your time. If you don't invest time, you have to invest your intellect. You definitely have to do some level of investment. There's no business you will be thinking of that you will not put effort if you really want to be successful. Another area you can think of is grass cutter. You can even think of raising antelope. Antelope raising is possible as long as you can get the parent stock. There are farms that you can get the parent stock, though they could be scarce. But there's another farm they call Govana farm. If you are in Nigeria, you can get your parent stock and begin to raise your antelope. Another business you can do in agri to be successful is the one we call training. You'll be training people. You have a farm business which is basically for educational purposes, and you'll be training people, imparting them with your level of knowledge and skill so that they can go out and you can make money. They also can make money at the long run. The business of poultry has been mentioned, the business of fish farming has been mentioned, rabbitry has been mentioned, raising antelope. Grass cutter is very lucrative business. You have to look for a good source, and some of the things they feed on are some of the things you can pick in your neighborhood. If you are living close to where you could plant grasses. Another business you can think in agriculture in this year is the business of planting cassava. Cassava is the oil